Yeah, you know what this is. Slaughterhouse live for the NFL season. Detroit Lions, Matt and Brendan. MySpace.com/Slaughterhouse Live Detroit. Come on, let's get right down to it. 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 Where you gon' go for your Lions news? Tune in to them two dudes on MySpace and YouTube. Matt and Brendan, Slaughterhouse Live. Let me hear you say it. Slaughterhouse Live. Is there a better place for the fans of the D? I doubt it. The only place will score about 5,000. They got your predictions and picks. Count it. Forward down the field for 6. Count it. DetroitTailgate.com. Slaughterhouse Live, man, you better have it on. The best duo that you know in the D. Reppin' every week for your favorite team. Watch them every week on MySpace and YouTube. Watch till the end and you might see karate moves. Put your masks on top of your hats. Slaughterhouse Live Detroit, that's where it's at. Come on, let's get right down to it. Come on, let's get right down to it. Come on, let's get right down to it. Slaughterhouse Live Detroit, go Lions, yeah.
Broadcasting straight from Detroit, you just walked into the second season of non-stop Detroit Lions action here on the Slaughterhouse Live. Detroit Lions coming off a disappointing season opener. Detroit Lions 21.
Falcons 34.
But that's okay because we got a whole lot of season left. So maybe it's time we get right down to it because I'm Matt.
And I'm Brendan.
And you just tuned in the second season of the Slaughterhouse Live. Stick around.
What's up, Dallas? What's up? What's up, Dallas? What's up, Dallas? Jump on it! Jump on it! Jump on it!
As you know, I'm Matt, that's Brendan. Here we go again. We got a lot of stuff to talk about today, so we're going to get right down to it, and we're going to start analyzing some Detroit Lions talk.
Wait. Before we start, I got a question for everybody out there.
Go ahead.
Who do you know that has their own theme song?
Good question.
Great question. Anybody else?
Anyone? Bueller? Who? Brendan?
I believe, Matt, the answer is me and you.
That's right, baby. We sure do. And we got to thank Estilo and Shalone, one of Detroit's hottest hip-hop groups, for putting that song together for us. These guys are awesome. They're one of our top MySpace friends. Just click on their site, check them out, find out information about upcoming shows. You guys see these guys live. They are going to be awesome. You can count us on it. I mean, they're amazing. So, we got a lot of Lions talk to get into, past, present, future. Roll with it, brother.
Our off-season pickups, defensive side, we got Dwight Smith out of Minnesota and Leigh Bodden out of Cleveland.
Yeah.
Matt, how about offense?
You know, offense, there's 3 guys I really, really like. We got rookie Kevin Smith, running back out of Central Florida. This guy has run his mouth, said he's going to put up numbers, and I really trust him. I think he's going to do it. He's had a good showing in the preseason, did decent in the season opener. You know what? We'll see what happens there. Goster Chairless, the guy hasn't played. You know, hasn't played much. He didn't start in our season opener, but this guy's going to be a powerful force on the O-line. He used to play soccer, but he quit playing soccer because it wasn't violent enough. That's why this boy moved to football. He's about 6'7", 350 pounds. He's ready to bust some heads. And then we got an old school tight end, Michael Gaines, which I love that. He catches the passes when he needs them. And also, he's hard-nosed and he knows how to block for the run. That's what we got to do. We definitely got to show those things when we come into our home opener here against Green Bay. And speaking of that, man, there's a lot of other things going on at home this Sunday against Green Bay other than the game. What are you going to do before the game? You got a tailgate. And if you don't know what you're going to do, where you're going to go, that's why we have Chef Al Poe from DetroitTailgate.com to tell us what's going on this Sunday and every other Sunday.
So, Al Poe, tell us what you know.
The spirit tell me that your daddy is in Detroit.
Hey, Al Poe here, and Chef for DetroitTailgate.com. Our fearless leader, Kevin's up north picking up the stage this year. For our concerts we're going to have down in Eastern Market, we're not going to have one band, but 2 bands every game. The opening game of the season, we're going to have Theo. Theo's going to sing the fight song. He's going to give us one hell of a motivational speech so we can get into the playoffs this year and make Detroit look good. We'd like to thank Matt and Brendan over there at Slaughterhouse Live for coming on board here with Detroit's largest and greatest tailgate group. We're going to be smoking and chilling, baby, all year long. Al Poe coming back at you again.
Is in Detroit.
We got some Motown to do it our own way. And that's the way we do everything. And we got some good stuff on that for you guys, man. Go Lions!
All right, thanks, Al. Can't wait to see you on Sunday at the tailgate. But if you want to learn more about the tailgate, just log on to DetroitTailgate.com. Me and Matt will be there Eastern Market Sunday. Bring your masks. We'll be signing autographs.
We got a new segment we're going to bring to you right now, Brendan.
NFL news in 15 seconds. All right, NFL news in 15 seconds. Go.
Tom Brady out for the season.
Ocho Cinco, legally Ocho Cinco.
Vince Young being a wuss.
Marquise Colson out for at least 6 weeks.
Dante Culpepper retires.
Tatum Bell stole Rudy Johnson's bags.
Why?
I don't know.
And Tony Romo still calls his ex-girlfriend.
And that was NFL news in 15 seconds. Accounted.
What's up, Dallas? What's up?
Yeah, well, I remember when the next segment was mine with my 3 picks, but Matt here, he challenged me to a pick-off.
My first pick for this week is the Arizona Cardinals over the Miami Dolphins. Arizona is -7 in this game. I would be very surprised if Arizona wins by less than 10. So, Brendan, let's go to your game.
I'm going to have to take Indianapolis Colts, giving up 2.5 points to the Minnesota Vikings. Peyton Manning, he got off a really slow start. He didn't look that great. The defense was a little shaky against Chicago, but I think that was a fluke, and they're going to come out strong.
Well, it's funny you say that because my upset pick for this week is the Minnesota Vikings over the Indianapolis Colts. Minnesota getting 2.5 points. I think Adrian Peterson has a breakout game. He's going to do things like he did last year. I think he really comes out on top, leads his team to a V. I'm going to say Minnesota by 7.
Weird. Well, I got San Fran getting 9.5 points against Seattle. Now, Seattle has been owning their division, but they are down to no wide receivers. Their top 4 are hurt, like 3 of which are out for the season. I mean, they have Matt Hasselbeck. They got a good defense, but San Fran, Frank Gore is going to run all over him. He's going to get up and get a win.
All right, well, I'm Matt. Those were my 2 picks.
And I'm Brendan, and those were my 2.
All right, Detroit Lions coming into a tough home opener this week against the Green Bay Packers. This is going to be a real tough game. Brendan, talk to us about defense.
All right, defense got a little lucky. Ryan Grant's, he's got a hamstring injury. He'll be there, but Brandon Jackson's going to have to take most of the load. But Aaron Rodgers looked good against feisty Minnesota defense, so we got our work cut out for us. Matt, what do you got for the offense?
I still don't think he's good enough, but with offense, I think we're going to be okay. John Kitna looked all right, our season opener. Kevin Smith, he's got some legs. He's proven that he wants to work. We got to see this guy come alive right now, or we're going to have a tough road ahead of us. I think we got to get the offensive line a little bit together, and I think we're going to see this week that greatest tandem of wide receivers in the NFL right now between Roy Williams and Calvin Johnson. I think we got something to look forward to. So I say Lions victorious. What do you think?
I'm going to have to agree with you, Matt.
But you know what? If you don't like my opinion and you don't like Brendan's, we can consult the most sophisticated football analysis computer on the market today.
No, Matt, would you be talking about the score about 5,000?
I would, and he's awaiting on the push of one button to find out what the next score of this Detroit Lions game is going to be. You want me to push the button?
Do it to it, Matt.
All right, and there you have it. The scoreboard 5,000 says it all. Detroit Lions 28.
Green Bay Packers a 19.
Well, that's all the time we have for today. We'll see you at the tailgate.
See you at the game.
And we'll see you next week. I'm Matt.
Brendan.
And this is the Slaughterhouse Live. Starting moves.
Sneak attack.
Bye.